Hello, Christ the King family, and welcome to our Monday morning devotions. I'm recording this while I'm still in Minneapolis. I'm currently at the Deaconess Assembly, which is an annual meeting of the community of women of which I am a part of that makes me a sister. And that meeting sort of um, was on the tail end of the DOTAC meeting that I talked about last week, which was the Diaconia of the Americas and the Caribbean. And so we gathered with other Lutherans from Canada and Brazil and around the United States. And we also gathered with Methodist deacons and deaconesses and home missioners from the United States and Canada and the Caribbean and Bahamas. And it's a really great uh, experience to meet so many different people and to hear about what they're doing in their context and what's working and what's not, and sort of have some really good conversations with people, but also to do some learning. I was able to attend a workshop on um, creating harmonious spaces, which is really interesting from a fellow deaconess in a different community who also lives in Atlanta, talking about the difference between safe spaces and brave spaces and harmonious spaces, which was really interesting to think about when we think about how we share space together and are spaces really safe? And are we always being brave necessarily in a space that might ask us to be brave? And what does it mean to be in harmony? What does that look like for us? And all this week, we have been uh, gathering around our theme of Gather at the River. And we have been using Psalm 46 as our guiding um, scripture this week. And some of you may remember we did Psalm 46 right after I think I started at Christ the King. And it was one of those fun children's sermons where there was a lot of action. And so we got to do kingdoms tottering and wind blowing and all of the things that were happening in the psalm. And so I wanted to share that with you today for our devotion. And to sort of give you a chance to reflect on what I've been reflecting on this last week and where our areas of uh, lament and longing are, but also where our areas of holy joy are. God is our refuge and strength, an ever present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." I think that's always a good psalm to come back to, especially when things feel kind of crazy around us, when things feel in an uproar. I have spent the last week away from home, away from my kids, away from church, but not away from responsibilities. And so it's a lot of stress to be away. It's stress to be in community with my sisters, even when we love each other. It's stress to be in a new situation and learn new people. But we got to take some time to be still and to listen and to discern the places that maybe God is showing us some holy joy, and the places that God gives us to lament and live into that space as well. And so I hope today you can take some time to just be still, to sit and to listen for what God might be telling you about your own life, about your own ministry, um, about your own vocation, and that you can sit with that for a little bit and see what sort of things come up for you. I look forward to being back with you this week, and I hope you all have a great week.